morning and I have already been out to do chores and all those things. I wanted to sit down, I wanted to do an introduction video because we are going to, and I want you guys to hold me accountable to this, we're going to do 30 videos in 30 days here on YouTube. That is 30 days of behind the scene farm and homestead stuff with us. For those of you who don't know, we are a working farm. We are very homesteady. We produce a lot of our own food. We cook from scratch, 3 meals a day, but we are also a working farm. Mostly pork production and piglets. So my name is Bria, my husband's name is Paul. We have 2 kids, 3 and 5 years old. We are located in Maine, and we work on a huge property here that belongs to my grandparents. My great-grandfather bought it, and my grandfather owns it now, and we are working on purchasing it from them. But we are here currently working it. So I am from a farming background. My grandparents raised beef cattle. We have since cleared out most of the beef critters. We kept a couple for our own production, but we are trying to transition the farm into markets that aren't locally saturated. We have a lot of local beef farms in our area, which is great, but cattle take up a lot of space, they take up a lot of feed, a lot of time to get them to finished market weight. So we're kind of gonna go into the pigs, and also we are new to sheep, but we will be bringing in a small dairy flock for our own dairy production. But more importantly, we will be bringing in a meat flock for lamb production to go with our pork. Other things we have kicking around the homestead for more homesteady purposes, we have a lot of poultry. We have chickens, ducks, turkeys. Hopefully we'll bring the quail back soon. If not this year, definitely next year. We need to figure out, we have a lot of rodent problems around here in this area. It seems like everybody kind of has that problem in this area. So we need to figure out kind of like a really rodent-proof situation for the quail, because large rodents like rats will kill your quail. The ducks we are growing for production-wise. We will be offering whole ducks butchered and packaged for sale. That will be only in-state, and I say that because we will be offering shipping for our pork and next year our lamb out of state, all over New England at extremely reasonable shipping prices. But we'll touch base on that in a second. Rabbits, we do meat rabbits, and those will also be, once we get them going well, those will also be for sale in states, packaged whole. The issue we had with the rabbits this year, we have not had a successful litter of rabbits yet this season. I'm super disappointed with that. We try not to breed our rabbits when it's super warm out, so we are running out on time because it is the end of March. Both of my girls are rebred. We lost one doe that was really good, really experienced. I think we just lost her to old age. I have 2 down there. One just had her first litter ever and it was not successful. So she is rebred, and then the other one is proven and she's also bred. Both of them are due in like 3-ish weeks. I'd like to see 2 to 4 successful rabbit litters for meat production for ourselves and our customers. Let's chat about the pork production. I wanted to touch base on that because that's a huge announcement for our farm this year. We stopped selling pork cuts a few years ago. We have been raising swine for about 8 years, and we did originally sell cuts of pork. We stopped and went to halves and wholes, but when I ran numbers a couple months ago, we were not making enough off the halves and wholes to keep doing it. So we're stopping that program and we're bringing back the cuts of pork because we have gotten in touch with a really awesome website and company that helps farms have a good solid place to sell their products. And we will be selling it locally for pickup, of course, but we will also be offering shipping like I said, kind of all over New England. I think with 2-day shipping, we can reach almost to Pennsylvania, which is really exciting. So keep an eye out for that. That's happening in just a few weeks when we get pork back. We send our next 2 pigs in on April 16th. And so like a week and a half from then is when we'll be able to offer pork for sale again. And we do have, if you're local to us, or if you are not, if you're anywhere between Maine and Pennsylvania, I'll link it below. We do have a survey. It's anonymous. I don't ask you for any of your information, but it's a survey to kind of help us if you're thinking about being a potential customer as far as pork products. It's gonna ask you some questions about what you prefer for pork products, what flavor sausage you like, if you're interested in the lamb next year or not. And so if you're interested in purchasing our product, that survey is going to help us out a lot when we send in those 2 pigs in a couple weeks, so that we can make sure we get all the things back that you guys actually want, because you guys are the consumers, so it's up to you. So that's coming soon, and I will announce that via video and also on our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is super active. We post 2 to 3 times a day. So if you haven't found us on Facebook, definitely go do that. Wicked Quail and Pork Homestead. We have a great time over there, and you'll see a lot of our products, if you're local, listed there. You'll be mostly hearing from me. My husband does not love the camera. He does not love talking into the camera. I will get video footage of him. He's the infrastructure guy. He does a lot of work around here. You guys will be able to learn a lot from him, but it'll probably be a while before he's like willing to tell you guys what he's doing, but I'll do my best to tell you what he's doing. I run all of the marketing, social media work, customer service, and I do most of the care with the livestock. He works a full-time job Monday through Friday, so everything's kind of on me until he's home in the evenings or on weekends, and he has time to help me with whatever I can't do myself. We will be doing a lot together here on YouTube. I will also take you on some kitchen adventures. I cook most of our meals from scratch. I do a lot of baking, a lot of bread baking, sourdough and yeast. I make a lot of homemade snacks. We just recently got a freeze dryer. When we get into garden season in just a couple months here, we'll do a lot of preservation together, so that'll be exciting. But mostly I want to be on here to educate other people how to successfully grow livestock, because that's what I was raised doing. We vet like all of our livestock ourselves here. We don't call our livestock vet in for much, really mostly paperwork, or if I need an antibiotic, I call him so that I can get one. Other than that, we do a lot of it ourselves here, so you guys will get to learn a lot of that. I will be very transparent and show you guys the things that go wrong, which with pigs can be a lot of things can go wrong. We have Idaho pasture pigs now. We don't raise large breeds anymore, and they're a little more low-key and easier than the larger breeds. We'll touch base on more about that breed. We'll go out and see them. I did post a video a couple weeks ago, last week or the week before, about introducing you guys to our breeding boar and all of our sows. So you can go back and watch that and kind of meet the girls. Probably tomorrow's video, tomorrow or the next day, will be newborn piglets, so definitely hang around for that. That's exciting. We have a litter on the ground right now, and the next one should be here tonight. It is piglet season. I'm excited about that. We also have mama sheep out there. We have one mama sheep this year, and she is due, I'm not sure when, but she is bagged up, so she's moved into the barn, and we'll be keeping a watchful eye on her as well, and I'll try to get you guys that footage. Sometimes livestock don't cooperate like that. Lizzie, my sow that had her litter yesterday, I noticed that she had come into milk, and then because once you can squeeze milk out of your sow's teat, or you see it dripping, you're within the 12-hour window. Now we keep our sows very manageable and easy to handle, so I can usually do that by hand to check them. I noticed Lizzie was in the 12-hour window. I went back out 2 hours later and her 5 piglets were born, and I was like, well, geez girl, thanks for allowing me to watch that. Often that's the case, especially with pigs. They just lay down and do it. Labor is typically pretty easy for a healthy sow, so we don't always get to see it happen, but when we do, I'm keeping a close eye on Miranda so I can try to get that for you guys. I am also a huge mental health advocate. I've gone through a lot of really hard mental health journeys in my very short young life. You'll hear me talk a lot about that. Mental health on a farm can be kind of rocky. You run into a lot of issues. You see a lot of life and a lot of death. You run into a lot of financial problems. It's very unpredictable and uncontrollable work. You can do everything right and still stuff goes wrong. Like the rabbits, I have no rabbit production growing right now. The piglets, if the girls continue to have small litters, I'm going to be very short on piglets this spring, and I need about 40 piglets, and right now I'll be lucky if I get 25. And piglets is like our biggest beginning of the year profit to get us into the summer. So you'll see a lot of that here. We'll chat a lot about that. You don't get to leave the property very often. You spend a lot of time with livestock and children rather than other adults. So that has its toll, of course, as well. Let me know in the comments what you want to see and what you want to learn so that I can direct the videos towards that. Thank you for joining us. We will see you guys tomorrow. Happy homesteading.